Good afternoon. My name is Karicofe, and I chose global warming for my senior project because it's a great concern and it's real. Last year in the state of Virginia was the warmest on record since they've been keeping and tracking weather for 122 years. The planet has been the warmest in history. Since 1900, the Earth has warmed up 1.8 degrees. Water levels have risen by 8 inches. The number of disasters have tripled since 1970. We've seen heat waves, we've seen massive flooding, out of control wildfires, and each year it seems it's more intense than years previous. And there's no one in the world that's immune to global warming. Many reasons behind this. As our quality of life improves, so does our carbon dioxide emissions increases. And this traps heat and heats up the planet. Also, burning fossil fuels it has a major impact. Clearing of land and forest, agriculture activity, which is livestock, is a big part of that. Irrigation, soil management, and human activities. We drive our cars to work every day. We heat our homes. The amount of trash that we produce, even for me, one person, is amazing. And many don't recycle. So there are some solutions. We could ask that power plants, that we limit the pollution for power plants, and there's a new activity called carbon capture, and this is basically capturing waste carbon dioxide from large point sources like fossil fuel power plants and transporting it to storage sites and depositing it where it won't enter the atmosphere. Switching energy sources from fuel to propane, because propane has less emissions, produces less emissions than fuel. But the quickest impact, and what I'm proposing, is that we enforce our companies to reduce their carbon footprint a percentage annually. And in turn, I think this encourages employees also to change their habits because they want to emulate what their company's doing. And I feel it has a more personal and significant impact and can move the needle more quickly, which is what we need to do. So reducing a firm's carbon footprint, a company or a firm could have more efficient appliances. They could switch fuel source like I mentioned earlier. They could offer their employees to work remotely so there's less vehicles on the road, or maybe promote a bicycle campaign, give incentives for folks to pedal to work versus get behind the wheel of a vehicle. They can implement recycling into their product and packaging, as well as into the break room, so that the employees can see what they're attempting to do to reduce their carbon footprint. And of course, turn off unused office equipment. Seems something small, but it would have a big impact. And review the company fleet for efficiency. Maybe looking at oil to propane to oil. There's many school systems right now that are switching from diesel to propane because it significantly reduces the emissions that kids breathe on a daily basis. So this is very critical because it's significant harmful effects on our community, our health, and our climate. And the consequences are only going to compound. Natural disasters will increase and intensify. It's going to become more costly, and it affects the entire planet. We have health issues now with the pollution that we have, respiratory issues, intense allergies. People are dying from global warming now. So imagine if there's no change and we ignore the issue. And what will the quality of life be for future generations if we do nothing? So the immediate initiative, and what I propose, is that each business reduce their carbon footprint by a percentage a year. And that the firm also mandates an employee program. Because I believe that employees who are exposed to it will emulate it. And it proves to employees that the company does care about the environment, which will improve morale. When morale improves, it improves efficiency and productivity, and it reduces turnover. This also offers a CSR option for the company. So I believe this plan will have the biggest impact in the least amount of time. Thank you.